site of first Mass in Masao.
Next popular one is Masao in Butuan City, the capital of Agusan del Norte in northern Mindanao. The Butuanos and their supporters advocate that Magellan and his men landed in Masao for the reason that it has the anchored rice field, gold, antique balangay, and other artifacts which they unearthed in scattered areas in Butuan City. In the so-called Magellan Harbor in Butuan, the real harbor for the cargo and passenger ship traveling to and departing from Butuan City is actual in Nasipit, which is 25 km west of Masao or Butuan City. Offshore is too shallow for ship navigation. If Masao had the abundant rice field, other food supply, and water at the time when Magellan and his troop landed and held the first Mass or observed Easter Sunday, how come Magellan and his fellow sailor sought for a bigger island? Masao was and is attached to Mindanao, the second largest island in the entire Philippines.
The pro-Butuan proponents claim that Magellan and his troops landed in Masao, Butuan City, because Pigafetta wrote in his logbook about the small gift items made of gold, supposedly from Butuan, which Raja Calambo gave to Magellan. Well then, if gold was such a big deal in Butuan, Magellan and his sailors could have sailed easily to south to Surigao, Mindanao, while they were still sailing off the eastern coast of Palawan. They had been in Surigao, which was and is in the northeast Mindanao, before nighttime, because Mindanao is the second biggest island in the entire Philippines. Surigao was known to have gold at that time, and up to the present day, Magellan and his men in 3 ships did not search for spices only. They searched for anything or things of value to bring home and hand them to the King of Spain.
The pro-Butuan supporters claim that the antique balanghay, that some of them found under the ground in Masao or Masao. Butuan is one proof that Magellan was in Masao. Salazar, 2015, refers to the writing of De Jesus, who wrote a lengthy article entitled Masao, Magellan's Lost Harbor. The government of Butuan City, Mindanao, commissioned him to do extensive research on Masao landfall issue. He concluded that Magellan and his troop landed in Masao, Butuan City, Philippines.
Experts on Masao. Butuan denied or ignored the unwritten history of the Portuguese colonization of Mindanao before Magellan and his explorers sailed across the Pacific Ocean from South America. They ignored or pretended not to know the fact that the Portuguese navigators such as João de Barros, Gaspar Correa, Diogo do Couto, Francisco de Castro, and Antonio Galva had explored Mindanao from 1520 to 1565. The Portuguese were ahead of Magellan's expedition in the Philippines by the least 1 year. Before Magellan explorers landed in March 1521, the Roman Catholic Portuguese sailors more likely had conducted the first Mass in southern Philippines. Therefore, the pro-Butuan proponents had the right to assume and claim the first Mass in Mindanao, but not recorded in history, before the Portugal exchanged the entire Philippines, Brazil with Spain. In Portuguese map made around 1535 to 1538, Butuan's name was Butan or Butua.